Okay, so first question is, what was the most stressful part about planning my wedding? Getting all, like, everyone to do what they're supposed to do. So say for example, like my vendors and stuff, like having them actually reply on time, get contracts together, get back to me when they're supposed to, stuff like that. I think that was the most stressful part. I wouldn't say anything else was really stressful. I started planning quite early out, so it was pretty good. Next one, I'm planning my BFF's wedding for this summer. From your experience, what are some important things that get overlooked during planning? Also, any tips or tricks I could use to make it shell? PS, congrats to you and Adine. Stuff that get overlooked, I would say like the small details. So for example, like the songs, like what you walk into, your first dance, what you go to the reception in, little things like jewelry for bridesmaids, groomsmen, their suits. Tips to make it shell: just make sure it reflects the bride and groom and it will come naturally. Just make sure it's something that speaks them when you like think of the production of the wedding. Next one, thank God. My question is, what are your top 10 must-haves in planning, other than the norm like budget and guest list and so on? Oh God, top 10, Lord. I can't even think of that. Let me see. Top 10 is music and playlists, DJ, entertainment, theme, the people involved in your wedding, time management, so like doing a time plan leading up to the wedding. Can't really think of anything else. That's all I can think of for now. Next one, what was your experience finding vendors and making your budget? By the way, love your vlogs and videos. Was so happy to see you come back. Thank you. What was your experience finding vendors and making your budget? Finding vendors, it was pretty okay because where I kept the wedding, we have businesses on that side of Jamaica, so I was already familiar with the vendors because we use them for business and stuff. So that was pretty easy. Making my budget, that was a big one. That was a big one, because when you think of like what you want for your wedding, it's like you want a lot, right? And then it's like, okay, put it on paper, here's what I can actually afford, and here's what's just a dream, and you know, unfortunately won't make the cut. I think making your budget is really important. You have to decide, okay, what you really want. So you have your dream wedding in your head, okay, but what are the key factors that you really want for that big day, and work around that. Start saving from long before you plan on getting married. Step 1, food. Step 2, location. Step 3, decor, DIY, etc. Okay, you want step by step. That's a lot. Okay. The first thing I did was I decided on the theme I wanted. Then I decided on the kind of decor I wanted. So the theme was rustic, beachy. The decor and color scheme, it was all white and gold, and it was like dressy. So I knew what I wanted it to look like on the day in terms of my attendees, and then I knew what the theme would be in terms of what my centerpieces would incorporate, and in terms of what my invitation would have, and everything to do with sort of the wedding on the day, i.e. programs, setup and layout, etc. I then divided my wedding into different parts of how I wanted to set up the wedding itself. So I had different areas. I had a welcome area, I had the reception area, actual wedding area, and then I had the cocktail area, and then I had the dance area. So I divided it up like that, and then I organized the decor accordingly. I got inspiration from like Pinterest and stuff like that. That's how I decided on what I wanted in terms of the areas and how I wanted it to look. The venue had a garden area and a beach area, so I decided I wanted the ceremony on the beach and everything else on the grass area. The rustic themes reflected in stuff like my signage, the wash basins with the water in it, my wine bottles covered in sand, cords that I use, the seating chart that I use with little closed pegs. Everything else involved like white draping, but it was very simple in terms of draping and decor in that aspect. Food, that one was easy because we own a restaurant, so they were the caterers for the night. I decided on the menu. The location, I knew what area of Jamaica I wanted it, so it was in the Oche area because that's where the business is. So I knew it was there. There was a few different spots that I could get on that side, but guys, when I tell you, when I went to Laughing Waters, which was my venue, I fell in love. It was just exactly what I wanted with the garden and the beach. It was just perfect. Next one, it was so beautiful. I watched it about 3 times. Wouldn't be surprised if it eventually hits 1 million. Oh, thank you. Let's go to Instagram. What are the most expensive things about getting married in Jamaica / destination wedding? Rentals and decor. Luckily for me, I decided to DIY a lot of my stuff. Yeah, and that's simply because it's just not the kind of things you would find in Jamaica anyway. The thing is, depending on your guest count, then that's how much money you're gonna have to spend. So my guest count was, I invited over 200 people. Unfortunately, like online, when you see like cute things that you want to buy, they come in like groups of like 30 and 50 for like an average size wedding, smaller wedding. So obviously when you multiply that by how many people I needed to do, you know, when you add that stuff up, it's a lot. But I would say that's the most expensive for me. Oh my god, and staging, as in lighting, staging, flooring, tents, stuff like that. I probably switched that to the top. I switched that to the most expensive because that's quite expensive. Everything else fall under that. Hey girl, how you manage the stress because I'm starting to go crazy? Mickey. The stress of planning a wedding and planning your own wedding is, listen, it's a lot. And for me, I took on way too much. I did my own invitations, I planned everything, I DIY'd a lot of stuff. I did all the wine bottles for my centerpieces. So I took on a lot, which means I had like triple the stress. But when I say I had migraines after migraine after migraine, after about the 100th invitation, I was so fucking over it. I was like, fuck this, like, you're invited, just come. I can't be bothered to do anymore because there's so many parts to my invitation that I had to do. I'll link it down below because I actually did a video on that. But no, I did do all of them. I did in the end. And I had to literally come home from work and do it between like the hours of like 11 and 3 in the morning every night to get them done. And I started a good while before like the RSVP date. So, but yeah, I managed the stress by stressing, I'm not even gonna lie to you, and having lots and lots and lots of wine and magnum. Is there anything looking back that you would have done differently or none at all? I probably would not take on so much, you know, I'm not gonna lie. But then again, I probably would have, because I really wanted my wedding how I wanted my wedding and with my personal touch. So I probably wouldn't do anything different. To be honest. What specifically caused the most stress during wedding preparations? Also, were you nervous on the big day? Yes. The most stress during the wedding preparations? The most stress for my bridesmaids dresses. My bridesmaids dresses. Oh my god. Okay, so I do makeup. I have a lot of brides. So leading up to my wedding, doing different brides, I would like admire the bridesmaid dresses, and there was one particular one that I really loved, and I said to her, oh my god, I really love these dresses, where did you get them? She said, oh my god girl, you know, it's a really good website, really affordable, called Light in the Box, and the dresses look really good, and I could see that they look really good. So I went with this Light in the Box, sent out emails to all my girls, and I said, guys, this is the dress, what do you guys think, blah blah blah. Everyone orders their dresses, right? So they're all over the world, some in Jamaica, some in England, some in Canada, some in Germany, all over the world. So as the dresses arrive, I get WhatsApp messages and pictures of the dresses. So week by week, as I got messages from my girls, Mitty, the dress doesn't fit. Mitty, I sent custom measurements, the dress doesn't fit. The dress doesn't fit. The dress doesn't fit. Like all the dresses, it was a hot mess. We had to make the bridesmaids dresses from scratch, like imitating the exact style of the dress that I wanted, and it was just a mess. That was the most stressful part, guys. The most stressful part. Everything, that and the budget. Lord Jesus, money, that and the budget. You know, when you just see the figures adding up and it's like, fam, I passed my budget by $1 million time ago. Like, what's going on here? So those two. Okay, so the vendors I used, venue, Laughing Waters. Food was Boardwalk Bistro. Lighting was Starlight. Lighting, stage, tents, etc. Rentals in terms of chairs, knives and forks was Restaurant Supplies, and that was in Runaway Bay. Photographer was Dash Production. Videographer, I'm not even going to cover because he was very unprofessional and I was highly disappointed. Have you ever considered being a wedding planner since you have formal training in events planning? That's a good question. So that's what my degree is in, right? I considered it at one point, but I don't know, it didn't really like excite me that much, the whole wedding aspect of it. And also I think it would be very stressful, even though it's not my wedding. It's very emotional. Wedding planning is very emotional. How did you choose your location? How did you find proper photographers? I love your wedding. Okay, so my location, I already covered that. Photographer, this person, he's kind of popular, quite popular, and his work is amazing. He did a great job. He was great on the day, and then his assistants, and babe totally agrees. And like the after package that I got, I'll grab it so you guys can see. So it came in, he brought this bag by my work, and it says congratulations, and it's actually USB with the photos on it, and it says Dash Productions, and it's just so cute. In fact, it could be like from my wedding. It fits in perfectly. And then how cute is this? And this is the USB, and again it says Dash on there, and it opens like that. So cute. So I got all my photos on here, and then the photo album, it took about probably like a good month, no, more than a month after the wedding, I think, to receive these. Oh, this came like so, and I'll show you what it's like inside. It has like tissue paper here, and it opens up to, I'll just show you the front page. I'm not gonna go through everything, but, and like this is the back, and it's just really sweet. He sent me the picture back on the link back and forth for me to approve the pictures that I wanted and how I wanted it in there. So like this is the first page. So I mean guys, this guy is no joke. he got some amazing shots, trust me. So how many pages is this? It's a good amount, like it's a good amount, and I was really impressed by the photo album. So I highly recommend him. Highly recommend him.